because we did this and it helped our relationship. I had a conversation about how an affair can help our relationship be better.
You picture me doing it?
If you were to have an affair, like, that's it for our relationship.
Like, why would you even mention that in your relationship if you don't want it to happen? Like, so I've been on both sides, and I do not like that side.
When those papers come to you or your spouse has a conversation with you, I want to separate. All of a sudden, you're like, why? What happened?
I have a confession. I love seeing you not having to be like.
Nope. So welcome back
to trying this out.
To a new episode of Doing and Raw Relationship Goals. As you can see, this is a little bit of the same setup but different angles, I guess. I am facing my wife directly. And why are we doing this? Because I'm about to have a serious conversation with my wife.
Oh no.
And that's why. We're going to maintain eye contact. So yeah, just kidding. No, we wanted to try this out because we realized, I don't know, I guess most of our solo episodes, just you and I were talking to you instead of like you guys joining into a conversation that we have.
Yeah, and that was like basically what we wanted for this podcast, right?
Yeah. To invite you all to our conversations.
Yeah, not to like talk to you, but to invite.
Yeah.
To our combos.
The other part, I guess,
the secrets.
So, but if you enjoyed us talking to you all, what we shared as far as like advice, relationship advice, so on and so forth, I think they'll have to now be through coaching. So now we're just gonna have conversations over topics that we see.
Or Prospera. I think the show, I mean, it's that basically talking, but that's only like 20 minutes. So
yeah, because now I realize on my end that when I listen to podcasts, I don't know about you, but it's them having a conversation. Yeah. Even if it's the same people, like the hosts of the show, it's them having a conversation and I'm just listening in. And over here we were like talking to our audience.
I have a confession.
You have a confession to make. What is it?
What is that? Is that even a song?
Yeah.
Yeah?
The Foo Fighters.
I have no idea. I mean, I kind of think I know who they are, but I never really heard their music.
What's your confession?
You know what I thought when when somebody said, like, they mentioned them?
Who? Who's that? Foo Fighters?
Uh-huh. I thought it was like like some kind of like wrestling or like
oh my gosh.
Like something like
some
that.
Cholo wrestlers? Foo Fighters?
No, I thought it was more like 70s style people just being weird.
Cholo wrestlers? I mean, that's a good like Cholo like wrestling indie name because they're fools. And they fight.
No, like, it's weird.
What's your confession?
My confession is that I didn't want to do the podcast today.
Because you wanted to do me?
I was like, what if we just skip it and lock the door? You know.
Hold on. I'm going to change this because I feel like I'm breathing and expressing out air. And it's like...
Mine's all the way over here. Is that fine?
Yeah. You should capture your audio. It's me because I'm like...
Yeah, you breathe pretty loud.
Yeah. Some big boy. I'm a big boy. I'll flex it into the camera. I don't know if it's going to make it in the video.
Why are you showing my stuff? That's mine.
But today, we're going to talk about...
What do you want to talk about, baby? Tell me. We can make it quick and then mine.
No, I think we're going to talk about something that is kind of unconventional. It's very uncomfortable. Because when I first thought about it, I'm like, hell no. Like, it's very uncomfortable. It's unconventional. It's not, it's out of the normal that you would hear as far as like things that can help your relationship. Because we did this and it helped our relationship.
What did we do?
To a certain extent. I had a conversation about how an affair can help our relationship be better.
What?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Let's pause and wait 5 minutes before we proceed, because they're going to be like, what? They're talking about having an affair and so on and so forth?
Yeah, I am. I'm wondering what you're talking about.
We had a conversation about like, okay, how can we improve our relationship? Remember
that? I mean, we have those conversations all the time, but...
Yes, but this was in the realm of like our connection. If something were to be missing.
Yeah.
In that connection. And your husband, who does a lot of research and listens to a lot of relationship podcasts and all that stuff to like see what's out there in the ether, came across a video of Esther Perel. I don't know if it was, I think it was a TED Talk talking about affairs. And she was like basically dissecting the reason people have affairs, why it's been going on for so long, since the beginning of humanity. Like that has been something that humanity has struggled with. And essentially, after listening to all that, the way that I boiled it down to is people are looking for the 10% that they're, or 20 or 10% that they're not getting in their relationship. Why you seem so lost?
No, I'm not lost. Just keep going.
So I was like, okay, we're good, right? Like I hope that you're not thinking about like, okay, what's the 10% that I'm missing? Where can I find it? I'm not either, right? But what she taught is the reason why she's not either for affairs or against affairs is because the reason why she's not against it is because when an affair technically happens, sometimes, because that's like making the audio blah, 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 blah.
Sorry, go ahead.
The reason why she's not against them is because the people that she has helped get through those things, she's realized that that couple no longer is holding back as they did before. So essentially with the 10% or the 20% that they were not getting anymore in the relationship, now they're not holding back on making sure that they do get it. So it's kind of like someone being diagnosed with a terminal illness, looking back into your life and realizing like, I wasted my life. Like I haven't traveled, I haven't done all this stuff. Like there's so much I have left to do.
Like Will Smith,
I guess.
Yeah, like what we were just watching.
After slapping someone at the Oscars and then winning one and then your life falling apart, essentially. So, I mean, that's a deeper conversation as far as like death. But technically, like the death of your marriage, like helps you see it from a different perspective and appreciate it more. But going back to the topic, they stop holding back. And that leads them to have a fruitful marriage afterwards. Now me, and again, knowing that you and I don't want to have an affair to save our relationship.
Yeah.
I would still kind of gather the idea of like, okay, if you did right now, like have an affair, what would you be looking for in that affair to get that I'm not giving you right now? So that I can give it to you before you go out there.
Yeah, so we did have that conversation, but when we started, you said it differently.
Yeah, how an affair can save our marriage.
And I was like, no.
Yeah. Drama, babe. We're making a TV show. We need to add drama to it.
Yeah, but I also like don't want people to think that we're like swingers or something.
No, we're not.
That's not like we're not looking for any of that. That's why, like, I guess when you say that, that's why I feel a lot of the times that when marriages have that struggle of like somebody had an affair or whatever, like I do feel that they can come back from it.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously it's gonna take work and a lot of grace, a lot of forgiveness. But I love that we have this conversation because then that does like make you think. You know what I mean? Like it's not like, oh, we're never gonna, like, why would you even mention that in your relationship if you don't want it to happen? Like that's because we don't want it to happen, right? Like we want to avoid any kind of like interference in our relationship. And when you first asked me that, it was like really hard and really weird to put myself in that like situation and be like, what would I be looking for?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm still trying to find it.
Yeah, because what this lady was saying in the video was the reason why people love affairs is because one, secretive dopamine hit. Like it's mine and you're like looking to protect it. Second, it's like exciting, right? You're like, and this is me thinking of it through a traditional sense. And I'm putting you here because I don't picture myself doing it. But
you picture me doing it?
Yeah, because that's what I'm protecting our marriage against. Is like preventing you from going that route.
I thought like you meant like from the two of us, like you would be the one to.
No, I don't see myself doing it. So I'm like, I don't picture myself ever like falling into that. In the way that I'm picturing tradition, I guess, affair would be.
Yeah.
But in the sense, I'm like me on my end, I'm giving you, I want to give you no reason to want to have one. But then I have to put myself in a place of like, okay, if you did have a reason, what would it be?
Yeah.
Right? And when it comes to like those things, it's secretive. It's like when you have an affair, it's not like it's not an everyday thing. So you build a story. You know how they say when it comes to women and their libido, it's not just the bad stuff, it's the story behind it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like texting or like having a conversation with a guy online, so on and so forth, yada yada yada, and then looking forward to the moment where that story comes into a climax. Right? That like you would fix yourself up. It's not like you would just go like all tirada, which will increase your confidence and how you show up and so on and so forth, and then the thing happens. In my head, I'm like, I want that. So how can I make it for me? And it's like, okay, well, what is, if she were to have one, what would that other person be doing that I'm not doing? Yeah. Even if I'm doing all these other things and covering the 80% and making sure that yada, 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 what is that 10, 20% that might be missing that I can go ahead and start doing? And that's why I went to ask you, like, if you were to have one right now, what would you be looking for?
And what did I say?
I have no idea. You told me nothing.
Yeah, it's because like that's what I said. It was hard. I put myself in that situation, and I was like, I can't find something that I'm like,
I think the frame that we were talking about it through is an actual like intimate affair. Because you know how like now there's like different kinds, like an emotional one, whatever. We were talking about it through the form of an intimate one. Like what would I not be giving you right now to get you excited to get in bed with me and like do everything as if you were having an affair.
crickets.
Why?
Because I have no idea. Like, there's really nothing.
Yes, now.
Yeah, so like, like it's hard for me to think about something like that when right now it's not, and even in our like hardest like times, it never felt like you weren't giving me what I wanted. In that sense. Like, it just keeps getting better and better.
Well, because we make it so.
Yeah.
But you know how we talked about that. I think I mentioned this to you like last year, sometime last year. Like maybe the way that we can help couples improve their intimacy is like thinking through it in the lens of like them having an affair and putting themselves in that position. Like, okay, what are you not getting now? Put that in the sense of like, are you having an affair with someone? What is that person doing? And I know it's morbid, but like for me, because it's so emasculating, picturing you with another person and all that stuff, like that's why if you were to have an affair, like that's it for our relationship for me, because it's emasculating. First of all, it's like, and it's the lack the break of trust, the break of loyalty, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's even though it was your actions, on my end, I will still think of it through the lens of like, okay, what did I do or didn't do that drove her to that?
Yeah.
That didn't help you prevent that from escalating any further.
Yeah. Personally, I can't think of like in this relationship like anything that would drive me to go there. But like a lot of the stories that I've heard is like being emotionally available. Like that's some things that I've read online of like people.
What do you mean emotionally available?
Where it's just like they can't have conversations.
So they look for somebody else?
Yeah, so like okay, so let's say that there's a couple, right? And then like I don't know, the girl is having all of these, stress and whatever, right? And she doesn't have friends, or she might have friends, but she doesn't feel comfortable. And the husband is maybe not like, she can't come to him because he either like is too tired, or like he's not emotionally
Available?
not available, but strong, I guess, to deal with an emotional woman. So she feels like she can't come to him.
Like he can't hold space for her.
Yeah, like he cannot hold space for her, so she doesn't feel comfortable talking about certain things, right? Um, and then she's either like at work, or if she's a stay-at-home mom, like, I don't know, goes to the gym or like something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's somebody there who like maybe sees her distress or something and is like, hey, you okay? And then they become friends and they start talking. And that person holds space for her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I would see like something like that happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, there's so much, but I feel it has a lot to do with the time that they don't spend together, the priority that they don't make their relationship,
The lack of connection.
the lack of connection, like, because I know for a fact that anything that bothers me, it could even be like, I don't know, my toenail hurts, I come to you. Like, I tell you, like, even women's stuff.
I mean, like this past Monday.
What? Oh.
You came home all tired and stuff.
Oh yeah. I was like.
So, what were you gonna say about even like something?
Even like women's stuff.
Yeah.
Right. That like. I like women say, "Oh, men can't understand," but that doesn't mean I can't come to you and tell you.
And hold space.
And hold space, yeah. Because like you do it all the time.
Yeah, because you even told me like you needed help from a woman.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell you no, you don't kind of deal. I was in the curious like, why though?
Yeah.
And this is back to the conversation we had about like our intimacy and what's still blocking you. Even though you gotten a lot better, but what was still blocking you? And you told me like, I don't know, I just need help from a woman probably who's either gone through the same things or worse and has healed. And I acted curious. I'm like, I don't think you do, but okay, let's go ahead and play it out.
But you started asking questions.
Yeah.
It's like that that thing going around about talk to your wife or your husband or whoever about the blue bird you saw. Or about the bird you saw, like, oh, I saw a bird, and then like, are they interested in what you're saying? It's kind of the same thing when it comes to a relationship, like, right? Like if I go to you and I'm like, I don't know, oh, at school, there was a stain on the floor. And you're just like dismissive all the time, like, okay, cool, like, okay, whatever.
Okay.
Sure. Right? Yeah. And like, it starts there with those little things where the other partner is like just being like, okay, who cares? Like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
To them, it didn't matter, but like to the person saying it, they want to talk about it. That's why they're mentioning it. Like, you don't mention something to your spouse unless you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you don't. So that's why, like, I think a lot of times when I would get upset at you when I was talking to you, and then you wouldn't, you thought I was talking to the kids or something, or like you wouldn't hear me, I would get so annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to talk to you. But it's not so much like just the talking, but I think it's like that's where you start seeing that the other person is in need of some kind of connection with you.
Yeah. Yeah, because in a relationship, you need to be very good at 3 things for each other. You need to be a good partner, you need to be a good friend, and a good lover. And we're great partners. Partner is someone that you can technically you can live with, essentially. And you can share tasks and roles and responsibilities.
Yeah.
And I'm the provider, you're the homemaker. That makes it's kind of like if this was a business, we all have our roles. in that business.
Yeah.
But being a good partner doesn't mean that you will be a good friend or a good lover. That just means you're a good partner. So you also need to be working on being a good friend. What's a good friend? Someone who can hold space for your other friend, for your special friend.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, be curious, ask questions, so on and so forth. And you also have to be a good lover. Someone that you can truly connect with, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a healthy relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And what causes people to seek something else or someone else outside of their relationship, it's either one of those three failing, and sometimes all three. If you're not a good partner, if like you're not participating in the house, helping out, so on and so forth, and that's what your spouse is going to look for.
Yeah.
You can be a good friend and a good lover, but you're not a good partner. Then that's like eventually, not immediately, but eventually. If you're not a good friend, it's like, well, dude, I can't even come to you for stuff. I don't want to deal with you.
Yeah.
You're always dismissive. And
That's
not paying
right.
attention
That's
to
where I
me.
see especially women that are in relationships where they have their little group of friends
Mm-hmm.
and girls night out and like, oh, let's go for brunch or let's go for breakfast or whatever. And they're like, it's because I need it, and it's because their partner is not being that friend that they need. Then now they need to go out there and be with their friends, right?
Acting wild.
Yeah, and because like you end up having friends of like you can a married woman can have friends that are single, that are married, that are but when you hang out so much together, things start kind of like dripping, where you start doing like single people things and like like your friend in the toxic relationship, now you're kind of like acting like, or like she talks about her husband and like he's being this, he's doing that, he's smoking weed, he's like he's not treating me, he doesn't have a job or whatever, and then you start going home and then you start looking at your husband in ways that she was looking at her husband.
Yep.
So it's so important, like in a relationship, for both of you to be those three. Because then that's where things start slipping, and then your months and years, and then at the end you're just like, oh, I can't take it anymore. And it's because those little things that are like just like slowly ripping apart that relationship.
Yeah, and I think everything starts with an emotion, right? Like an emotion that either, I don't know, you experience for the first time in a while and it's like exciting, or an emotion that you've been lacking and you don't receive or you don't feel that emotion in your relationship. So maybe not on purpose, but just because you're out there living life, you have an interaction and someone makes you feel that feeling, you're like, oh, that's crazy. So like for women who don't have a good partner or a friend at home, their husband doesn't listen to them, he's very dismissive, so on and so forth, and they seek therapy or coaching, they often feel like, especially if the therapist or the coach is a guy, they feel like they want to sleep with him because that's the first male that has listened to them. They're like, you make me feel seen, you make me feel heard. That's not what this other man is making me feel. Maybe I should be in a relationship with you. And they feel connected to a certain extent, and so on and so forth. And yeah, it's crazy. I think for guys, I mean, we've heard many stories about like the medical field, the healthcare industry, nurses and all that stuff, like that what happens in Grey's Anatomy when it comes to relationships is pretty accurate.
Yeah.
And I understand it. It's still wrong at the end of the day, but I understand because, especially with such a demanding job, it's like, well, we're here together and you're the one doing this hard thing with me, and you haven't treated me like my husband does at home. Let me go ahead and sleep with you, and vice versa with the guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy. But that's why I think it was an interesting kind of look into, okay, what would cause an affair?
Yeah.
And if we were to have one, why would we want to have one? And what can we do to prevent it? And the conclusion of our conversation we had was like, we just need to ensure that our connection is extremely strong.
Yeah. And how do you ensure that?
By being a good partner, a good friend, and a good lover.
Yeah, but like, for example, a doctor, like you're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
A doctor who is constantly, in the hospital and sorry, something's in my eye. Constantly in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't see his wife, doesn't see his kids. So it's really hard to create a connection that way,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what do you think in like just a normal couple in general,
Mm-hmm.
that it's like, okay, she works, he works, they come home, in the afternoon, the kids are doing their homework, cooking, cleaning, exhausted, going to sleep, day in and day out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then we talked about it, how that's why couples like feel like they're not connected, because they're going through this all week long, and then on the weekend they're trying to like do everything that they could have done during the week on the weekend, and that's
Mm-hmm.
2 days, and that's still like kids have sports, you have church, you have like events or whatever, and it's like everything is being left like till if we can connect or not, and then you go another week and then like it's all over again. So how can like couples even start working on their relationship if they feel like they have no time? I don't know.
I would say do your best to remove all the obstacles that you are putting in the way.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the doctor, where that is busy all the time, so on and so forth, but he also makes good money.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to have a lavish home, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't need to have a lavish home, so on and so forth, is because he's making, I don't know, over 6 figures, $250,000. I would say remove all the excuses and be intentional about making sure that you have moments of connection with your spouse. So what are like some excuses? Well, I have to get food ready, I have to get the kids ready for school, yada yada yada, all the everyday stuff. But if you're a doctor making good money, you can hire someone to do all that stuff, so that when you come home, your spouse doesn't have to cook, she doesn't have to do yada yada yada, all that stuff. And when you get home, it's like she's all yours, because everything is off the plate, everything has been taken care of. All you have to do is literally just connect with her, and that is it.
I love that. Like, simplify your life, because like we live in a world where it's you make this much money, you gotta have this house, these cars, this and that, right? And it's like, you don't really need to have that. Like, you can live comfortably, and happy, right? Because life only gets as expensive as you make it. Like, groceries are expensive, but you're also maybe like buying too much. You're also like maybe buying things that you don't need to be buying. Because I see that a lot too. And I love that you said that, because we're always talking about building your relationship, building your life around your marriage.
Yeah.
And that is something that I feel like hardly any couple does. Like, it's always, especially if they both come with like already a career and like they get married, and they're trying to build that life together, and it doesn't work. Like, it does not work. It's really hard. So it's all about like, oh, my career, and like the kids and that. And I feel like a lot of people are gonna get triggered when I say this, but like I get asked a lot, like, why our kids are not in sports, or like, oh, you should put them in sports, like, because they need to get out their energy and this and that. And that doesn't work for us, because our kids have been in sports, right? Like, our girls did cheer, and it wasn't as demanding, but it still took a lot of time to go to practices, go to the games. And even though you came along most of the time, like, we made sure that like we were together.
Yeah.
Right? And I see a lot of couples just like split.
They don't have time. They're not intentional about making sure they have time to connect.
Yeah, so it's like, well, the kids have to be in sports, and like, no, they don't. Like, they're kids.
Like, we've worked with couples who literally came to us because they didn't feel connected. All the couples that we worked with came to us like, we feel a lack of connection. But they didn't say that like we feel disconnected. They said like, we just don't have time. There's a lack of money, so on and so forth. It's because she has to do this and he has to do that at this time, and so there's like really no time.
Yeah.
And they work with us, and we show them like, okay, well, make the time.
Yeah, remove that. Like, it's like a Tetris. Like, you have to kind of, get rid of some things, fix some things up. Like, for example, the mopping in our house. The floors are white.
They are white.
Always dirty. Like, it is so hard to keep the floors clean. And right before Christmas, you were like, you know what? Let's get you this. Because the mopping is insane.
And it takes a while. It's like the sweeping and the mopping.
Yeah, and you're like, let's make some time so that, because like sweeping and mopping, like it is the whole house several days a week is strenuous. Like, it hurts my back. Like, you do it a lot too, and it's like, ouch.
Yeah.
So you're like, let's remove that. Let's make it more simple to do. And like, you got me a machine that sweeps and mops and steams at the same time.
Disinfects.
And it's like, I love that thing.
But what I tell you, like, this is not a, what was I telling you the gift was?
The gift was giving me more time and energy to be with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want you to do all that stuff and then come to bed all tired and be like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't have time or energy for you.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Like, removing all the stuff that is getting in the way of allowing you to connect and allowing you to have time to connect. Because the couples that we helped, yes, it's simple to say like, we'll make the time, but we have to help them achieve that shift in mindset. Because the reason why they don't have the time is because they were not building their life around their
relationship. Yeah,
they were building their relationship around their life.
Yeah.
Like, we have couples who the husband worked overnight shifts and she was a stay-at-home mom, but took care of her family.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. And I mean, I think there was always an obstacle.
Yeah.
And the common denominator was that they're building their relationship around their life. They're not becoming intentional. They're not seeing like, hey, your relationship is failing. You should go ahead and kind of like make time.
Yeah.
It goes back to, if the doctor tells you like, yeah, you're going to die in 5 days if you don't start working out. If prior to that, all you told yourself, like, oh, I just don't have time to working out. After getting that diagnosis, you're going to be like, I don't know how I'm going to make the time, but I'm going to make the time. What do I need to sacrifice?
Yeah.
Even with divorce, just like when those papers come to you or your spouse has a conversation with you, okay, I want to be I want to separate. All of a sudden, you're like, why? What happened? Oh, it's because we don't have we just don't spend enough time. I don't feel connected to you. Yada yada yada. No, I'll make the time now. What changed?
You should have made the time. Yeah, yeah. I realized that when I started working out this year, that we tend to prioritize what's important in our life. Mm-hmm. And until it becomes important is when you're like, okay, I need to like get rid of something mm-hmm. and then do this. Right? So like I would say like before, like, oh, like I have so much to do, like I don't have the time to work out. And then I started kind of shifting my mindset and being like, working out is extremely important for me. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want to be this unhealthy. Like, I do not feel good at all. So even though me having the house clean is important, like, my health became more important this year. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like, okay, like I cannot clean the whole house in like one day. So like I'm gonna work out every day, but only an hour a day am I gonna be doing cleaning, and that's gonna be the spots that need it the most. Yeah. And I have to like be telling myself all day long, like, no, you already did the cleaning. Stop trying to clean, because then I end up exhausted. And then when we're having our adult time, when the kids are asleep, I'm falling asleep. Yeah. So I'm like, no, don't. That is going to wait till tomorrow.
And you know what I've noticed?
What?
I don't know if you have, but you have a lot more energy.
Yeah. That I can't sleep.
Yesterday you went to sleep at 2 a.m.
That I can't sleep.
And you haven't napped. Like before during the winter, you would nap almost every day. And you would feel like you need to nap.
So now it's like, need a nap.
Yesterday you took like a little 15, 20 minute power nap. And it was like, you stayed up till like 2 a.m. And that was after working out and cleaning like 2 restrooms, deeply cleaning, things that would like make you just want to lay in bed the rest of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's why, like, see, like, oh gosh, this is what we tell you guys. But that's why, like, you have to kind of get to this point where I was able to come to you, mm-hmm. because we had already decided, okay, we're going to eat this and I'm going to make it, mm-hmm. right? And I knew, like, I finished one restroom and it took me like over an hour, mm-hmm. because how much I was like deep cleaning it. Like, it was like getting in there. And I was like heading to the other one, and I started with the shower, and it's really nice. Did you see it? Yeah. Like, it's clean.
Showered in.
It's clean. Yeah, you dirtied it, baby.
That's what the shower's for. For you to take up all the dirty.
The glass is all like full of like water. I was like, aye.
That's its intended purpose.
Yeah. Ahorita we're gonna go in there and shower.
Let it live its purpose.
Right now we're gonna go in there and shower and like do the squeegee thing.
Squeegee something else.
But I was like, babe, I don't think I can cook. Yeah. If I stop cleaning and go cook,
you're not gonna want to.
I'm not going to finish, and then it's not gonna go well. Yeah. And you're like, okay, like we're like, let's just get some pizza, because this is a cheap meal, and that was our cheap meal. So I was like, let's just get some pizza. And you're
being a good partner.
Go get it. He went to get the pizza, and the day worked out. Yeah. Right? I was up till 2 a.m. Mm-hmm. which I don't usually do, but
Yeah.
But where was I going with that?
Yeah, it was just an example of us intentionally being like,
yeah,
okay, this might get in the way. We don't want it to get in the way, so what can we
no,
do?
yeah, it's like I love what we've built.
Yeah.
Because things that used to feel like they were important, it's like they're not. They really aren't.
Yeah.
Like what important things are to other people, to us is like, okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, there's a cost to everything. What you say
No,
yes to, when you say yes to something, you automatically say no to
no to something.
many more things.
Yeah,
So it's those things that we have thought about, we have talked about. Like, it's easy for us to make six figures in total if you were to work, but then what would that cost? That could potentially cost our relationship. That would make it a lot easier for the enemy to plant seeds of like, hey, you're getting more attention over here at work than you are at home. Like, the person you're working with is complimenting you more. When you get home, you're getting like, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you did.
yeah.
And that's why people like to work and spend more time at work and work overtime, because it's like, well, at least over there I'm getting compensated for my time. And
Or like the bad stuff that's happening in your work, you take it home, and
yeah,
because your spouse is the only person that you sort of feel safe, you like lash out on them, and then that just creates like worse things.
you build resentment. Like, you feel like all the stress that you're going through is because of them,
Yeah,
because you bought a home, because you bought a car, you bought a vacation that you didn't want to, so on and so forth. Which, granted, yeah, there are things that you need to discuss, but you didn't have the time to discuss them. You didn't make the time to discuss them.
yeah,
So it's kind of your fault that you kind of put yourself in that position for you to be like, yes, whatever, buy that house, yes, whatever, buy that car, yes, whatever, buy that vacation.
do whatever you want.
And you're just like pushing it away, and you're like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah,
It caught up to you, and you're like, well, dude, I'm working overtime because of you. And I come home and you're like still upset. Like, what the hell? But then again, it's like, you made your bed. You didn't have a discussion of like, hey, I know that you want to have a house, and believe me, I want to work for you for us to have a home. It's just going to take time. And I would rather build a relationship instead of you seeing me work X amount of hours and me not be home at all, and still buy a house,
yeah,
but a home that I'm not even living in because I'm working so much just to pay for it.
yeah,
But people don't have that conversation.
yeah.
Like we talked about moving to Florida, and you came to me and talked about it, and I was like, nah. At first.
Yeah, at first you're like, no, the alligators, the bugs, this, that, and I was like,
The rent, the bills, like all
yeah,
the
like
hurricanes.
it's expensive, the hurricanes, like
Yeah.
all of these things. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
But then we experienced it for ourselves, and I was like, okay, let's make it happen. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be in God's timing eventually, but
Yeah.
I say in 2 to 3 years we can probably move. And doing those 2 to 3 years gives me time for me to work, for me to be able to work at a pace where I don't sacrifice my relationship.
Yeah.
Because yes, I could easily like, okay, go get a job that makes me six figures, and like we'll move, or I can be like, okay, let's move right now. Yes, we're gonna invest in it and kind of like get into debt just to move right now. But don't worry, I'm gonna work overtime and all the hours that I need to work so that I can make sure to pay for it. Granted, we get to move to Florida, but then our relationship is not even there because I'm working so that we can afford
There's
living in
no
Florida.
time together. Like, I'll be alone with the kids all day.
Yeah.
Things like that. I would never like sacrifice the time I have with you for, like, if there was a point where where like if we move to Florida, like we're gonna have less time together, and then I'll be like, let's just not.
Yeah.
Because I've been on both sides of the like spectrum of of you're not home all day, and then I'm home with the kids, right? And then you would get home, and we would have like maybe an hour together, and that's like not enough time to build a relationship.
Yeah.
So I've been on both sides, and I do not like that side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if my thing is spending time with you and I want time with you, like I'm gonna do whatever I can to make that happen too.
Yeah.
Like give up my own career.
Because you were going into the nursing, and I'm like,
and we had that conversation, remember?
what?
Like we had that conversation of like what you wanted to do, and like I wanted to be a nurse practitioner, and the amount of hours it took to just like go through the whole schooling, and then the amount of hours it takes to work, like to be at work, and this and that. And it was like, do we really want to do that?
No. Yeah, because even for the schooling, you worked. I would be the one that would stay at home and go to school. But you went to school early in the morning, you went to work, and then you went to school in the afternoon. And then you came home all tired and like, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. And I didn't see you. I didn't see my child. And that was just like, yeah, like would I have felt proud that I finished? That I like, could I do it? Yes. But I know that at the end of that, like my life wouldn't be the way that it is right now.
Yeah. Which is funny that you say that, because I saw a video of a girl talking about a relationship she broke off from a good, I guess they were Christians. And the guy told her like, hey, I don't want you to work. I want you to stay home and be a homemaker. But she was reluctant to it and broke it off because she wanted to achieve her career goal by going to school, finishing school, graduating, and getting a job that was her dream job. In the video, she starts crying because like, I want to take it back. Like, I want to go back to, yes, I prefer now being a homemaker. I regretted letting my, I don't know if she called it pride, but like letting my own, I guess pride and ego get in the way of me having a relationship, a connection with someone. Because at the end of the day, you graduate, right? Fantastic, great job. That's a great accomplishment, but it's just you. You don't share.
But you know what is my, like, what I am most proud of right now? That no, like, degree, nothing could have ever given me is that obviously our relationship, like, I'm so proud of our relationship.
Yeah.
But when people also tell me like, oh, you're such a good mom, or like, oh, your kids are so good. Like, somebody was telling me how our girls, when they were around like special needs babies, they weren't like, oh, why do they look so different or anything like that, that they were like so loving and like, oh, you're so cute and stuff like that. And like everywhere like they go, like people just compliment our children. And I know for a fact that no degree, I could have been like the best nurse practitioner. I could have like been so successful, but nothing would have given me what I feel when I get called that. When you call me a good wife, and they call me a good mom, and even though like my kids are like, you know, mean. You're so mean to me, Mom.
When you tell them no, like, when you don't get what you want.
Yes.
What they want. Yeah.
Like, I know that I am not mean. Like, I know that I've done so much and I'm so different to how I was that they have a good life. Like, they have everything they need.
Yeah. Which I was telling our daughter that, because she was asking me, does rico mean rich in Spanish? And she was like, are we rich? I'm like, yeah.
Very rich.
And so you don't have to be rich in money. You can be rich in knowledge. You can be rich in all that stuff. You're rich because of mom and dad. You have no idea what everything that you have because of mom and dad.
Yeah.
She was saying that grandma is richer. And I was like, yeah, now she is, because she doesn't have, like, there's 3 incomes in that household. But I didn't say that, but that's what went through my head. But I told her, you're actually richer than I was when I was your age, because when I was your age, I went to daycare. Didn't have my own bed, didn't have my own room, didn't have my own tablet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
that's
you're
funny.
rich.
Yeah, like they really don't, like, they don't, obviously, because they don't know how, like, they haven't been to the worst to know what the worst is. So to them it's like, we have to share a room.
The worst is us taking their tablets away.
Yeah, or like them sharing a room, right? Like, yeah. Emma now wants her own room. Like, that's the worst for her.
I still don't have my own room.
Sáquese pues.
Nor do I want to.
Oh, okay.
Because now I'm sharing with someone I want to share it with.
Don't show my foot.
I'm not sharing it.
Oh, that feels so good because my feet are cold.
But yeah.
Let me put my feet here.
So that was an interesting topic.
That's kind of good.
Yeah.
I like that. We went back to that. Yeah.
But yeah. So again, right now we are intentional about helping couples who are either on the verge of separation, they don't feel connected anymore, they feel like maybe there's no hope in their marriage anymore. However, they don't want to go through with the separation and they're like contemplating it and so on and so forth. We're helping those couples. And I can proudly say that we've helped many couples reignite that passion in their relationship again, to the point where they're having babies now.
Yeah. So we know like we can do it.
It's crazy. They came to us not having the time, not having the intimacy and all that stuff. And like within weeks of working with us, they're like, oh, we're pregnant. They're like, oh, I guess it worked. You found the time. The crazy thing is the circumstances didn't change.
Yeah.
They can still say today, like, we don't have the time. We don't have the money, so on and so forth. But because they worked with us, we helped them shift that. Like, okay, well, you're building your life. You got to focus on building your relationship.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy. So if you know anyone who is on that, or if you yourself are on that, reach out, because we're here to help. We want to make marriages great again, and we want to help them thrive, because that is what the world needs more than ever now.
Yeah. So my husband will link our Facebooks and Instagram down below.
I wills.
In the description. But yeah, follow us and send us messages, whatever, questions or whatever. But this was awesome. And
we'll see you in the Prospero version of this show.
We will see you on Prospero Network.